Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And this video I already previewed before. We're gonna talk about the Lorac Omega 4. I'm sorry this already looks so beat up because I have already done a lot of looks with it. I've been abused this palette to get the best idea to review for you guys. I am not someone to like to misguide people with first impression. It's not like I don't enjoy watching first impression. I love watching first impression videos, but I just don't think that gives you the most accurate idea of how the shadow performs and how it actually looks on your eyes throughout the day. So it could look really nice for the initial application, but then later on you will fall apart and stuff like that. For this video I will have review swatches, tutorial from daytime look to nighttime look tutorial, and just a regular application and check-in video. So I'm going to show you how it looks when I first apply it, finish the makeup, and how it looks after 10 hours of wear, how the shadow look performs. This is my nighttime look that I come up with. If you're interested in how to accomplish this look, please stay tuned and I'll teach you how. And let's get into it. Are you ready? I hope you're ready because there will be a lot of information. So let's start the tutorial. I'm gonna first start with a daytime look, and then I'm going to add a little bit of pop to it to make it a nighttime look. So I'm only gonna be using this. I have nothing else here on my vanity beside my brushes. I know, I need help. I have way too much stuff. First, I'm gonna take like a flat brush like this, and then I'm gonna go in and prep my lid. I already have concealer all over it, so I'm gonna take the shade Cool Taupe. It's not adding color to my eyes, rather than just even out the discoloration on my eyes, so it doesn't look as veiny and you know, black circle-ish the way it does before. I'm gonna change to a Zoeva 232 brushes. It's another flat brush and it's a lot more, you know, fluffier than the one I used before. I'm just gonna fluff the color all everywhere. So you see I start to have a little bit more definition on my eyes right now, more than before. So I'm going to get even lower on my eyes, so it start creating some definition. I'm gonna take even smaller and brushes. It's still fluffy, it's soft, but it has a slight angle to it. I'm going to take it on this bit of my eyes, like right here, you see this area, and I'm going to take Mocha. Ooh, right here, this one right here. The trick of using this, I'm gonna use the brush like right onto my eyes like this, and then grab way back on my brushes so I can be very light, so it's not overpowering. And then when it comes to inner corner, I tilted my brush a little bit to get into the inner corner, and then when it goes to outer corner, I tilt it a little bit toward the back like this to really complement the shape of my eye. If you have a lot of pigment all at once and you're gonna spend a long time trying to buffer it out rather on either end of your eyes, but if you start right in the middle, then it's easier to like buffer it out. Another trick could be tilting your head back to see more lit, because with my eye shade is a hooded eye. If I look straight ahead, see how my most of my eyelids are hidden, but if I tilt my head back, then I can see where the shadow's going. So I'm gonna take a clean like buffing brush, like very soft and fluffy. I'm gonna take it with no product and just blend it, both of them together. I like to do it like a small circle motion like this in the inner corner and the outer corner. So in the inner corner, I turn the circle like toward my outer corner, and then the opposite direction inside to really control where the shadow is going, so it doesn't go out of my eyes in like a crazy looking thing. So if you're going to work and whatever and you don't want to, oh damn, and you don't want to do something too crazy, it could be something simple like this, and that could be it. And if you want to go a little more give it a little more dimension, you can take an even smaller brush. I'm trying to find it, something like small and taper like this, and then you're gonna go in with a deeper shade. So in here I will probably be using a little bit of mahogany, this like plumpy shade right here. With this trick, the thing is like you really have to have of accent. You don't want to have too much on with the deepest color, and now you go really close to the lash line, like right here. Layer it on gently because you don't want to have something too much all at once. So control usage. See how easy this brush is to get into the lower lash line. Lower lash line, just like how you tilt your head back like this to see your upper lashes, and then you tilt your head down like this to see your lower lashes. There you go. See how much more dimension that gives? And then I'm gonna do the same thing with mahogany on this eyes. So this is how I would do with a daytime look. If you want a little bit more, you can add a little bit more shadow in the inner corner, like right here to contour your eyes. But with me, I normally will leave it like this, or if I feel extra special that day, I will take an inner corner highlight, either foam or like the matte shade like cotton or pink pony. I normally try to stay conservative when I go to work or school or whatever, so I would be tapping. I don't go in like this. I will be tapping the shadow just a little bit, and then just in the inner corner a little bit like this, and then see how it's already very intense. And then I will be going in and blend it out just a little bit, hints in the inner corner. So that will be my daytime look. So I'm going to be finishing the rest of my face, and then I'm gonna come back and show you the complete look. So I went to finish the rest of my face. So I used my True Love bronzer or contour. This is Too Cool for School or Cast by Robin, and it's a Korean brand, and oh my god, like I look so snatched with this contour right here, and it's really friendly for, you know, Asian skin, like our yellow undertone. For highlight, I use Accent's Pure Nude highlighter, and the good thing about this highlight is not very obvious, so it just really feels like you just have a glowy day, without looking like, ooh, you got strips on your face, ooh. But and for blushes, I use Accent Satin Touch blush in the shade Satin Love, and it's this really beautiful mauve shades, and it's so pretty and complementary with the whole look. For my lips, I use Essence Matte shade number 2. What is the shade of this? I don't know, but it's this really pretty mauve shades. It's matte finish and it's so pretty. I use 3 Essence products here, so they're really affordable. The blush is really nice, and it's a true matte brush with no shimmer in it, which is really good for your daytime look. And if you're going to work, any kind of professional setting, this is a really good option. And this highlight, I mean, it's just so smooth, and it's just so like natural, you know. Hey, you saw my little hair tie, isn't that cute? So this is very cute. So I think this is a very natural girl next door kind of highlight, and it doesn't show up like intense on the skin. So if you're into that kind of look, not your girl. So this is the daytime look. As you can tell, it's very, very natural, and it's just not like whoom bam on your face. I hope you like this natural daytime look, and now I'm gonna teach you how to amp it up for a nighttime look. So, are you ready? You ready? Okay, let's go. I'm back to, you know, upgrade my look to the next level. So a little bit education here, anatomy. So for us Asian hooded eyes, our creases is not obvious to us. That means that, you know, for a lot of Western eye structure, the eyes naturally sunk in right here, but we don't. So it is not obvious to see. So you tilt your head back again, and then found your brow bone, which is right here, and then try to lift your brow bone. And then where your finger ends up, that's your crease, or where you're gonna put your crease color. And another thing, do not use something too big for your crease. So see how this is so big, and then you can't even get a precise application. You find something smaller. What I recommend is something small and taper like this, rather than something really big and fluffy like that. See the difference? So one is super big, and then you're like, oh, I'm basically covering my whole entire eyes. This one, instead, you could see how I poke right into where my crease could be. So let's get started. So I'm gonna use a slightly deeper or more colorful like creases. So I'm gonna take in what is in here as my crease shade, which is mocha. It's this shade right here. I'm going to tap it. Hold the brush really back like this, and then just lightly, and then at the end, like flick it out. Trust me, this is a struggle. You always want to bring the shade slightly into your inner corner, but not straight down to your inner corners. Bring it into your nose like this. You see the difference? You do not go into your inner corner because that will close up your eyes. You want to bring a little bit into your nose bridge. The eyes now have a new crease basically. And now you're gonna take an even deeper color to deepen the crease. So you're gonna go a little lower than before. I'll take a small brush and flat brush like that, and then just go like right underneath that like crease right here. So see how this is my brow bone, and then this shade's like right at where my brow bone is, and now I'm gonna go like underneath the brow bone. So for this time, I'm gonna use the color Mahogany. This time you wanna bring into your inner corner, not onto your nose bridge. Today, to give you a fair performance of how this shadow's pigmentation works, I'm not going to use a concealer or paint pot to color out my creases. I'm just gonna apply it first dry and let you see how the shadow performs. Then I'm going to try it wet, and then you see a difference in application for both methods. See how low does look. I went in hard, and this is how much it picks up. And then let's see how it performs on the eye. So let's go. So this is what it looks like when you use dry. So there's not a lot of pigmentation, unfortunately, so I'm gonna wet it. So this is what it looks like used wet. It's a lot more obvious. Now I'm gonna go in and get deeper shimmer on the outer edges. I'm going to take the color Peacock. It's this deep blue shimmer. This is what it looks like, but now we're gonna go in with the Showtime color. I normally apply that with my finger, so I'm going to take the color using Fairy Tale. Actually, this looks really cute. There are a lot of fallout city. Look at that. Do you see that on my cheek? Ooh, man, this is crazy. It's very easy to get rid of it. It's not big problem. And now I'm gonna finish my lower lash line. I have nails, so it's not that easy for me to go into my lower lash line, but I'm gonna take the color Honey right here, my favorite shade in the whole entire palette. I'm gonna line the lower lash line, the front part, like from my inner corner to the middle of it. I'm gonna take my pinky, I'm gonna dab into foam, and then actually I'm gonna tap off a little bit inner corner. Makes the whole difference. You see that? How much open and awake my eyes are now. Hey, I'm back. So I'm gonna give my thoughts about this palette. Very versatile. This palette have a very good depth to it, and you have really deep shade. But if you're getting a palette this big, you want to be able to use at least majority of the shade. In my opinion, because my skin tone is not too light or too dark, so it's like right in a medium shade, so this palette really come in handy for me. So I really like it. I don't regret purchase it. Divide this palette into quadrant, so that means this A shade here as one quadrant, 1, 1, 1. The cons are this, it does not accomplish every skin tone, and if someone like Naomi with dark skin, she's not gonna be able to create a lot of look from this palette. So that's my critique on it. The next thing comes to the quality of the eyeshadow. So if you're familiar with Lorac Pro eyeshadow, it's the same exact buttery, soft, Fallout City type of formula. I would say the fallout is quite intense. I don't know why people think that Lorac shadow are so good. Maybe because they're blendable, but in my opinion, they are very fallout intense. So that means that I dip my brush in and just go Fallout City, and I showed you the fallout on my face, and I always have my base done before I do my shadow. Like, I'm like, that's a lot of shadow raining on my cheek. So that's that. Especially the matte shade though. Yo, like, I could show you here. Let me find a, like, look, this is mocha, right? Like that, they're a fallout. Look, ready? You ready? Ready? Yeah, there are a lot of fallout. This is normally with my face. I need to tap off my assets like insane, so that my eyeshadow doesn't go patchy. I already have shadow all over it because I've been using it a lot lately to get a feel of how to use this. Trust me, at the beginning when I got this, I was really overwhelmed. And this is not as big as it looks on the picture. You see, I have a very small hand. I am able to grab the palettes like this, so it's not exactly that big. A lot of people get overwhelmed by, oh my god, that's gonna be as big as my laptop. No honey, it's not. These shadows are not exactly that big, okay? So I think this is a really good shadows. I'm gonna swatch it for you guys right now so you guys can get a feel of the color. Hey guys, this is a check-in. So this is about 8 hours to 9 hours solid wear. So this is what the eyeshadow looked like after all this time of wearing. Still looking pretty good, but you know, the shimmer definitely faded. Alright, see you guys next time. So this is what it looks like after swatching and using. You can tell the fallout is pretty intense. So I hope you guys now have a pretty good idea of how this shadow performs and if you should buy it, if this is what you want and stuff like that. Ultimately, makeup has no rules and you could do whatever you want with, you know, the makeup you have. And I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I will see you guys next time. Before you go, please hit the subscribe button below, hit a thumbs up if you like this review, and I would like to have you guys back for the next video. Bye.